Hi, I'm Keelan. I'm going to do my thought experiment project with you, presentation with you. I'm sorry. On the three main concepts that I identified in the thought experiment that will impact modern firms are a complete oil shortage, complete monetary system failure, and a globalization increase. A complete oil failure, in the event that the world will run out of oil, firms will need to use renewable resources to run their firm, to run their equipment, to produce their products. You know, and also firms will need to create a shared value of cultural norms to implement an environmental awareness to communities and employees. Do things that firms should do things that will, you know, increase the role of the community to be environmental aware of the things that pollute the firm. We use oil every day, and also we use oil every day, and that without oil, how will we live? How will we go about doing things? A firm should think about that. If what Olaf say is true and it does come to pass, oil will be no more, and we got to find a new way to use new energy source. To run our companies, to run our firms. To keep us going, to keep us moving. We put gas in our car. That's a form of oil. How we gonna get to work? Things of that nature. And that's the first. And the second one is monetary system failure. In the event that money completely goes away, completely disappears, no more paper money. Firms will need to create something or produce something that has value to people, that people will want, and that will help them. Because it will be chaotic. It will be a strange time without paper money. Don't know if no. That's a really good one. And also create a shared value creation framework that should implement focus on societal and economic needs. Without money, how will the economy run correctly without source of income, or how will we get paid? Will we go to work? And things of that nature. During this time, I received that. I think that crops and water and clean water and soap and things like that, things that we take for granted today will become the thing that will be valued more. And firms need to think about that. If we are really growing exponentially, and if we're really experiencing exponential growth, in the monetary system is just is not sufficient. Firms will have to think of new ways to find things to create value and give people something that they can use. And another thing they can do is, for environment, they can, instead of buying stocks and, pushing people to buy stocks, they can start telling or investing in more land and preserving resources that, that'll help everyone, and planting trees and, things of that nature that will help everybody in the long run. And the last thing that will impact companies is globalization increase. We live in a world that has an interconnected economy. Through tariff, taxes, or the clothes I have on. Everything is interconnected. My shirt may be made in Taiwan, but it's things of that, and like you know, being so globalized and globalization increase. If one big thing happened, such like in 2008 when the real estate market crashed, it affected other economies. It affected everybody worldwide, and the government had to bail out companies and help them and use taxpayer dollars so that it wouldn't have it would have been detrimental to the world, to the world economy. It would have affected everybody if they would have let those companies go completely under the bus. And and like also, companies that does globalization, they have risk of doing business abroad. They must overcome the liability of foreignness that consists of the additional cost of doing business in an unfamiliar cultural and economic environment. And too global, being too global can have its drawbacks too. And globalization, it's like I'm gonna touch it and it's gonna spread. The domino effect. And firms are more global now. They also it's also a risk to globalization. And also, like if firms face the problem of a complete oil shortage and monetary system failure, and within a globalized economy, first we need a new source of energy to run their company, to get things produced and create an output, and companies will also need, if all this happens at the same time, companies will also need to find or create something that has wealth to people in their community, something that's going to help people in their communities, like a product that's going to, be of monetary wealth to people at the time in the absence of paper money. And since this is all happening within a globalized world that is interconnected, it will affect everyone in firms all over the world. So a firm needs to find ways to keep things in order, keep things together, and that's about it. And hope you enjoy.